Welcome back. Go ahead and push that red subscribe button and join the family.
Back to the channel. As you can see today, we're going to make something good. But the tip for today for you to walk away with is the fact that when you see these vegetables go on sale in your grocery, especially the ones that are already cut up, this is going to be really helpful for you. I bought a ton of these. These are just the ones I'm going to use today. And what I do with these is I use them to make these. And luckily, these were also on sale. So all of my favorite things to use to make my egg rolls were on sale. And these vegetables is one of the main ingredients that I use. So whenever you see these go on sale, no, they're not going to last long. But today we're going to make something and show you how to make it last a long time. And it'll be great for kids or you or anything to produce a quick, healthy meal. To the channel. Today I'm going to teach you something that a lot of people don't know. There's almost nothing that you can't freeze and make last for later. People, like I said, you can freeze just about anything. One of my favorite things to make that saves time for me and everything is going to be your egg rolls. And luckily, I got a bunch of these on sale too. And what we're going to do is just use all of these vegetables. You see these, a lot of times people won't buy them because they're going to expire. So what I do is I get them and I utilize them in my meals that can be frozen so that later I can have a good meal without all of the preparation. You know, a lot of people are into buying ready-made things, so you can make your own ready-made meals and snacks and treats without having to do a lot of preparation. I also got these on sale. Couldn't pass these up because they're going to be a part of our great egg roll recipe too. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start getting all of these little things that I've gotten at a good price. We're going to start getting these mixed up, and then we do have a little bit of preparation because we're going to have to cut up our cabbages, and then we have some mushrooms. But we're just going to get all of these things diced up, cut up really nicely, and I'm going to show you the process of making the egg rolls, and then I'm going to show you how I freeze them. All right, we're just going to start getting these packages and opening these up. Some of these are a little bit more difficult than others to get open. And this is your celery. This is cut up nicely, so you won't have to do anything additional to it. Okay, and as you cut them up, it's going to just discard the containers. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Now, any of them that you open up, like with these, that you think there might be a little bit too big, you're going to take these out. But these, you're going to have to cut these up some more. So you're just going to be simply going through and getting those a little bit smaller so that they can better fit into your egg rolls. As you can see. Yeah. And this is another reason why you would make these and freeze them, because whenever you want to eat them, it's going to take quite a bit of preparation to make this, and it's just going to be helpful. Okay. Look at that. Just keep cutting these up. And all of your other ones, just as you open each container, you're just going to figure out, are they big enough or small enough? And if not, you're going to cut them a little bit smaller, and you're going to continue to add them to your bowl. With these vegetables, because they were raw and cut up, once they're finished, I give these a very good rinse before I actually use them. Okay, we've gotten a lot of these cut up. And if you have one of these, please use it, because as you can see right here where these are not cut up as much, if you use these, look how good that does. See? So that's going to help you a lot. So you want to just go around. This one actually spins. You're just taking the bottom off of it, putting it over top, and look at that. Look how nicely. The smaller this is cut up to me, the better the egg rolls turn out when you are ready to cook them. Okay, so I'm just going to finish going through here doing this. And we got cabbage, both of our cabbages to cut up, and a few more things to get ready before we start rolling out the egg rolls to freeze. We're still chopping this up. As you can see, just keep going through. Here's your purple and your green cabbage. So we're just going to keep chopping this up until we've gotten all of this chopped up fine enough to go in this bowl. You see that? Once it looks like that, you're ready to start filling them once you get whatever meat or no meat you want to use. Next, we're going to go ahead and get these out the box. I'm just going to open up the box. You can see they come in these little sealed packets. Now, how much of these you use for meat is totally up to you. That's just a preference, because I also do mushrooms. So if you choose not to use one of these, you don't have to. I just choose to. I like the tempeh, and I think it makes more of what my expectation in an egg roll is when I'm making these. So I'm going to use these, but I also have a scratch recipe for ground meat that you can go on, and I think I will link it so that you can see how to make it yourself. But due to what the ingredients and nutritional facts are in this tempeh, I am okay with using it. So like I said, everything's a preference. Now, once we get this crumbled up, we have a master bowl that everything goes in, and we're just going to mix all of that up. And like I said, we're going to get prepared to start putting these into the egg roll wraps so that we can freeze these and be able to eat these anytime we have a taste for them. Okay, I'm done cutting all that up, and we're just going to start putting this into the bowl. And I just rotate what I put in. For some reason, I feel like that actually helps it to mix up better, but I don't know if there's any truth to that. Mixing is mixing, okay? So, yeah. We're going to see if we can, okay, try. Okay, oh. Okay, and we're just going to get the rest of this put into this bowl. Okay. Gotten all that. That can go on over to the dish drain. Okay, and then you're just gonna come from the bottom up and keep mixing this. Just from the bottom up, keep pushing it down, pull up and down and push it down. And you're gonna keep doing this until this gets completely mixed. Okay, once you've gotten this completely mixed, then you can start deciding what seasonings, if any, that you're going to use. Okay, be mindful that the tempeh crumbles do have a little bit of a salt value to them, 330 milligrams per serving, so not bad, but you still want to be mindful that that is there. And I find that when using the different onions and peppers and things, I don't really need as much salt as I would think that I would need. So just be mindful of that, because you can always add, but it's going to be real difficult to take out. So yeah, as we're going around, you find the big pieces, go ahead and cut those up, or just continue to mix this up. Another good ingredient I like to add sometimes to this is an avocado, because it'll give it a nice buttery, rich taste, throughout. So I'm going to check in there in a few minutes and see if I have some avocado to add to this. If not, you can just sprinkle it with a little avocado oil, because when I do fry them, that's what I'm going to fry them in anyway, is the avocado oil. So you see that there? Now that right there, let you get a close-up of that. Now see that? Now that is just delicious looking. Now you can choose to add whatever ingredients that you want. I would even think of adding maybe some lentils or some black beans. I think that would be good too, because that's going to take your nutritional value up too. Now, like I said, at this point, you're going to think about what type of spices you want to add to this. What flavor do you want it to have? Do you want it to have an Asian flavor, Indian flavor? You know, that's a preference, but I normally go with the Asian flavor. I love sesame seeds and those type of flavors. And then I also like to do just a little hot. So, you know, you could cut up your jalapeno pepper, and as long as you don't use the seeds, it'll have a good hot flavor, but it won't be as hot to the tongue. Okay. So that's a preference also. So I'm getting ready to go ahead and get my wraps laid out and get ready to start putting these together. Well, I did find an avocado and it's nice and ripe, and I did find a jalapeno. So we're just going to go ahead and cut these up. Okay, I had a spot on here I had to take out. Okay, I'm just going to slice this down the middle. Open this up and try and take out the seeds. Yeah, take those seeds out so then it won't be as hot. Yeah, I find when you remove the seeds, you get a nice good flavor, but you don't get the hot that some of us just can't take. And cut that off. I'm not going to use the whole pepper, but I will use half of it. And I'm actually going to rinse this to ensure that I don't have any of the seeds. Okay. And you're just going to take and chop this up. And you don't have to chop it up real small because you already know we got our chopper. And you can just take that, a couple of pulses or so. You should be able to chop this up nicely. Look at that. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's how wonderful and useful this little gadget is. Okay. And can you imagine when you do onions, no crying? Okay. And we're just sticking that over in the bowl. I don't know if you can see us. The bowl's out of the camera view. Okay. Now we're going to take, and what I normally do is I go ahead and cut up my avocado. Yeah, I'll go down in there and cut it up really well. Okay. And be mindful it's soft, so you don't want to go through. But yeah, we're just going to cut this up, and then you're going to turn it sideways so that it'll be, because this is deep down in here. And you want that to get cubed up and cut up too. Okay, then you're just going to take a nice size spoon and you just scoop that out of there. And here's our bowl. So you can get our bowl in the view. You're just going to scoop that out of there and you're putting that in that bowl. Yeah, so let's just scoop that out of here. Oh, okay, we're having a little difficulty. Okay. Okay. You want to get all that in there, all that goodness in there. Okay. And I think half of that avocado will be good, but that's a preference also. I've also made this with just avocado. The vegetables, no tempeh, no mushrooms, just the avocado. And I'm going to tell you, it's delicious. Yeah, it really is. Okay, we'll go ahead and put this other avocado in there, and we'll come back with the egg wraps. Remember I told you we're going to add a few seasoning. We're going to add some white pepper, this table blend, no salt seasoning. Any of those, you can lay hands on those because they're not going to add a salt value. So, yeah, we're just going to go ahead. I'm going to take the top off of these sesame seeds because I don't even play with it. I could probably add the whole container and it wouldn't bother me. Like I said, everything's to flavor, and whatever your favorite seasonings are is what you're going to use on this. We don't have much of this left, so what we got left, that's at least a teaspoon, okay? And then once again, you want to mix this up really, really well because there's a lot in here, but you want the flavor throughout. Let's open up this package. Out there. Now, if you like, you can put a little flour on your surface that you're working with, but I normally find that I don't need it. These wraps are wonderful as far as that goes. And we're going to also have a scooper. I like to use my 1/3 of a cup scooper. It seems to be like the perfect size. And all you're going to do is you're going to dip in that mixture that you made, and I'll put that closest to the top as you can get it. And then you're just folding this down, catching this other side best way you can, and then you're just going to start rolling this. You see that? And before you close it up, you dip in a little water, and as you finish rolling it up, it's going to stick. And that's ready to freeze. Now let me show you again, because last time I did these on one of my videos, people were like, oh, you got to slow down. I couldn't get it. Or I was like, okay. So this time I'm going very slow. So you should be able to get it this time. Like I said, dip in that water. And anywhere a surface is going to touch the other dough, going to put some water on it. And then you're just going to roll these up. Okay, and like I said, it'll stick. Okay, so let's get one more in there. Show you the ones that we've already rolled up. And this is the bowl. Scoot this over so you can see everything that's going on. Okay, there's the bowl. And we're just dipping in this bowl and getting some to put on here. Put that at the top. Okay. Roll this down. Get your side over here, your side over here, and you just roll this down. Just keep rolling it. Pause. Get your water. Get your water on there. And just roll that up. There you go. So you see, you've got 3 nice egg rolls, and you just continue the process until you're done. So it's going to be 1, 2. Once you've got a nice amount that you can start putting in a baggie, you want to go ahead and do that, because sometimes they will stick to the surface, or they will just heat up and just start getting really gooey, and you don't want that to happen. I will either use the gallon bags, the sandwich bags where I put 2 or 3 in them, or I even have ones where I use individual bags. A lot of times if we do rummage sales or stuff like that, I will make these to sell, okay? So we're going to go ahead and use the gallon bag and see if we can get all 8 of these in our gallon bag. If you need to, you can put a piece of parchment paper inside, but if not, just go ahead and start putting them inside. And I'm just going to line them up flat. Ooh. And put these inside. Okay. So once you get at least 6 or 8 done, you want to put those in a Ziploc bag. And I think we can get, let's see, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. So we'll make 7 more and fill up this baggie, and it'll be ready to go into the freezer. So now you know how to fix something for later that you'll be able to eat and enjoy with your family. Go ahead and finish filling out this bag and then get those in the freezer and start on the next batch. Hey, thanks so much for watching. And when it's time to fry those, we'll be back to let you see how they tasted. Right. I know we're going to freeze these, but I've decided to cook a few of them. We're going to go ahead and fry these up and see how they turned out, because this time when I made the mixture, I didn't pre-cook the insides, which most of the things inside are vegetables anyway, so they don't necessarily need to be cooked. But I just want to see the difference in how they turn out. All right. I'll put these in there. I'll feel this. All right. These are getting a nice burn on them. And you can get those tongs so we can spin those around. We don't want them to burn. Okay. Oh, it's starting to look yummy already. Okay. 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 I'm actually going to put a top on these because, like I said, I did not pre-cook the inside, and I want to make sure that the inside does get done. I did put the top on there for a few minutes, not very long. Okay, we're going to take this off. We turn these, okay, and we're going to try and see if we need to turn them on the other side. They're going to be ready to come out. So let me get a plate so we can pull these out. Oh, just delicious. They smell awesome, people. Look at that, just delicious. We got a couple more. We just have a few little spots want to get browned all over. And then we're going to take those, go ahead and take those out. And we're going to get a taste of these. Good. I'm going to give you a need to know fact. Okay, I finished eating both of the egg rolls, the one that was air fried and the one that should be done. Oh, and look, what I noticed is they look delicious. The one that was air fried, get these out of here. It was better when I added sauce. The inside flavor wasn't as pungent. But the one that was fried, the inside had enough flavor to it to where I could eat it without using the sweet and sour sauce. So that might be something that you want to think about. So if you're going to make some and you plan on air frying them, you might want to pre-cook the inside so you get a richer, more pungent flavor. And that's about it. I'm going to be to eat all of these.